The company was founded beginning of 1983 by my late brother Norman, and I think he had a few products that he'd dabbled in before in business and just started trading them. And he suggested to me that perhaps I should come in with him and work with him and be involved in the company. So I joined him a year after he started at the beginning of 1984, and we've been trading products ever since. So being 40 years, it means that, I guess it means we've stood the test of time a little bit. It means that I'm old. It means that I've been here for a long time. I'm still here, which is good. It means that while I think I'm young between my ears, my body's saying I'm not quite as young as I was. But in all seriousness, it really means that we've done something pretty right to be here for that long. We've still got a business that's viable, that provides employment, that provides good quality products to our customers, and also, it supports our suppliers too. We're all suppliers and customers somewhere along the way. We saw our role as trying to find good, high quality products to provide to our customers so they could end up making high quality Australian-made products. We were just mainly interested in servicing our customers and servicing our suppliers. We're a wholesale distribution company. We're the link between a factory and someone who's going to manufacture a finished product in Australia. It is a family business, and family can be interesting. It was nothing for us to stand up in the middle of the office and just have an argument because we didn't agree on things. Probably my fault more than my brother's in the day, because I was about 5 years younger than him and a bit more hot-headed on certain things. But we always had a common goal, and ultimately it was about the best outcome for the company. So I guess that was a pretty cool way to sort of follow our path. Our father had become involved after a few years of the business because we wanted him to be involved, and so as a real family unit, it was great. We just got things done, and we were fortunate in the fact that we respected each other and we allowed each other to be in their own space. My father was a good numbers man, I was good at sales, my brother was good at sourcing and just sort of running the company. And did we make mistakes? Of course we made mistakes. And did we give it to each other? Yes, we did. But in the end, we trusted each other, and that was a big thing that I think served us very well. I really like seeing success in the people who work here. My brother and I and our father have achieved success in this company over the years just by still being in business, I guess, for 40 years. It provided income for us. It provided the ability for us to provide for our families. The ability for us to provide employment that allows people to provide for their families. We'd always had a fairly flat structure, and the bigger you are, the more people you have in the organisation, obviously, and the management of the people is difficult, sometimes for you directly, and sometimes even when you're just providing a support for senior managers. And I guess people management is always a challenge for any business. And about 10 years ago, we started to build a management team, which has changed over the years, just the nature of the business. We trusted the people around us. And, if mistakes happen, they happen, but that's okay. That's business. If you get it right 100% of the time, you're probably not trying hard enough. But understanding the dynamic of building a team and putting a team in place, it was fairly easy, certainly for us. We've always had an open door policy that anybody could come in from the junior who'd been in our place for 1 week to someone who'd been working with us for 20 or 30 years. Someone could always come into any of our offices at any time. People come here, they have a job, and it's our responsibility to provide work for them. And they're happy to keep coming back. For me personally, it's a bit of a buzz. I've always sort of thought that someone comes into this place, whenever they leave us, be it 1 year down the track, 3 years, 10 years, whatever it is, that they leave us better for being here, that they might have learned some things along the way. That's a really important thing that I hold dear. Memorable moments probably come down to a couple, and they're not actually moments, they're more things that occur. When we built our own premises here at Homebush, which we're still in today, fax machines were only just coming in, mobile phones were only just coming in, so the technology was slightly different than it is today, and we grew from there. There was no purchases of other businesses or anything like that. It was just simply an organic growth. We just moved into different areas of the business at different times. From the original industrial textiles, we moved into sun control products. That was probably the late 80s. And then moved into digital print media, maybe a bit later than that. The other thing that I hold dear is when we develop products and they work. That's very cool. I mean, we find products overseas. Somewhere we've been to trade shows or new suppliers or existing suppliers or developed something. We think, oh, this could work in Australia, and we bring it to the market and it works. That's pretty cool. That's a testament to your knowledge of your industry, what you can bring to the table, what we can do to help our customers grow their business. So that's the things that really have got me going over the years. Back to the early days, finance was always a challenge. In your early days when you're growing, bank managers that were really strong and hard on us, we probably really couldn't stand at the time. But when we look back years later, we were probably very grateful and thankful that they were so tough on us, because it made us be far more tough on ourselves and really put good protocols in place for us. We did expand our holdings here at Homebush. We bought a building on one side of us in around 2004 and expanded our warehouse considerably. They often say once you get a space, you can just quickly fill it, but we did that. And then to compound it, we bought the building on the other side of us in around 2010, and that had about another 5,000 square metres of space. But certainly finance can always be a challenge, no matter how big you are. You can grow to massive amounts, far bigger than you were at the beginning, and still have finance troubles every now and then because the economy goes in different cycles, your business goes in different cycles. Sometimes people like us don't realise our success. But I guess we built something along the way after 40 years. Probably a few words to live by in business. Integrity. Integrity is a huge thing. Honesty is a huge thing. Trust is a huge thing. If I could suggest anything to any young people out there, whether they're going to start their own business, be in their own business, work in a business, hold those things dear. By and large, if you can live with honesty and integrity and have trust in those around you, I really think those are key points that should be used by everybody. I know it sounds simple, but it's so often misplaced or mislaid, and I'm excited that I'm not running it. I say that in all seriousness because I have been involved in the running of this business for a long time, but it's now time for the next generation to take over. We have an excellent general manager in Catherine, and she, along with the management team, making the decisions on the day-to-day running of the company. And I get excited about some of the things they do. Half of them I don't always understand because they're using new technologies. Not that I'm a Luddite, but they do things in a different way and they see the world with a different lens. And that's great. I can certainly learn a lot from them when they allow me to. And I'm also excited that I can really just be involved in stuff that I'm a bit passionate about. I am passionate about sales. I'm a salesman at heart. I'm passionate about marketing, just to understand what's going on and the different ways of marketing these days. I appreciate that they let me play in the sales and marketing sandbox from time to time. I'm happy that my knowledge can be used as a sounding board if someone so wishes from the sales and marketing teams. I'm excited that they let me still come up with some whack job ideas and don't just laugh me out of the room, even though I think all those ideas are brilliant, but then I find out they're not. But to me, it's always been that ideas are the lifeblood of any company, and it doesn't matter how old you are. And if you come with an idea, you can be a 20-year-old, you can be a 60 plus like myself, and still an idea is an idea. Nothing's a really bad idea. You just sometimes have to make it work or massage it or whatever. And the other thing I'm excited about is the R&D space. I was never, over the many years, I was not so involved in R&D, but I'm a bit more involved these days, and there's a lot of changes in the world. The world has deemed that we go cleaner, greener. ESG is a big thing. These are terms that are easy to roll off the tongue, but you really need to be on top of your game to do it the correct way. I'm interested in where we can go, and possibly we can help people do things that are better for the planet. There's no doubt that certainly a number of the products that we sell are not the cleanest, but there's no viable alternative at the moment. And if in my working lifetime I'll still be a part of some of those changes, yeah, I'm excited by that.